Hi everybody, it's NPMAG. I hope you're all doing well. I hope my audio is pretty good. I have my new computer back. I have been trying to fix the recording software this entire week. All the videos I made kept getting corrupted, and I finally fixed where the files were going and the placement, and then redid the system, and now it's working again, finally. So, I'm gonna be uploading again. Didn't really mean to miss this week, but I ended up missing this week. It was unfortunate, but I guess just a bad, just a bad all around go on my part. Um, but the new computer is back and it works pretty well. So it should work. It should be pretty good for all the stuff I'm using it for. The trade reviews and school and the Overwatch a little bit at night. Before I go to bed usually. Um, well, before my stretch and journaling before bed. But anyway, um, added a couple indicators, have a couple stuff. Well, just one basically. Um, and so I'll show you what I did today. I'm working on another account. Also, I still have my funded. Just doing my thing with them. Trying to move through things just pretty steady. Trying to stay really even keel. So, here's what I did. I caught. Um, I was interested in possibly shorting this. We were pretty overextended by this point on all of the higher time frames, and I thought we might be able to move back down to the over and retest pre-market high. But I never did take it. But what I did do is a pre-market high retest right here. And I had drawn this zone based off a couple of these wicks, and if I move to the 15 minute, yeah. So this had formed. I made this basically a short here at the bottom of this zone. This reinforced what I thought was going to happen with this zone. I had about a 10-point stop from here, so I believe I had it at 1769, so I had it at 1759. Luckily it worked out. I made about 20 points, and I was happy with that for the day. And that's all I made. So I didn't take anything else. I could have easily, taken a long here. Going back to the 5 minute for a second, I could have easily taken a long here and just held it, but I never did do it. The value area high here and the let me see. Do I have and the POC or oops, they're not showing anymore here, but through my volume profile, we're making a zone through here that I thought might be a supply zone, but this ended up just turning into a type of a W pattern, as you can see. Could have also, if you trade patterns, you could have taken W leg and taken that there. You see we get the resistance there. When that formed, you take the break of that and off you go. You could have made 40 points ish, a solid 40 points if you're holding properly. So really good stuff there. But yeah, that trade earlier was all I did. Nothing crazy. I am just doing my thing. If we look at some of the higher time frames, you can see I have some zones drawn, some demand zones. Just everything's going up right now, making new highs, making new highs. Maybe we come back down to retest this consolidation we had for a couple days. Just sitting in the zone, sellers, 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 sellers. The concept of support turning into resistance, turning into support, and support turning into resistance. So I bet you we come back down here at some point, although I don't think it's for a little while. I think we're gonna make a higher low somewhere around here and keep going, unless something really bad in news happens, obviously. And that's really, that's really it. If we look at the daily, you see a similar thing. We had this consolidation around here after forming new highs, made a new high, made a new low, made a what might have been a lower high at the time, but that was earnings. This is when earnings happened, and shoop, off they went. And since then, we've just been going up, high, low, high. Should make a low somewhere around here, I'd bet. And we'll see what happens from there. But like I said, I'm I don't see any reason for this uptrend to stop. And obviously, there's nothing to go left and look back at now because we're at all-time highs. So, an interesting time to trade for sure. You don't have any real reference point for like where the sellers are going to be. It makes it a little difficult to trade, to be honest. But I've been managing okay. So just trying to. I mean, the biggest thing to me is managing myself with my schedule and importing complete calmness no matter what situation I'm in, because I'm often trading like on the spare time that I have, or like I'll go to the dining hall to eat lunch in the middle of the day in between classes, and I'll trade during then or something else or something similar. And while it's a pain sometimes, you gotta maintain clarity in order to calmly execute. And I don't do it every time. It's something I'm still trying to work on, but that's something I'm trying to do. So a fairly basic plan this today, but it worked. It was a good trade. So I definitely could have just held that sucker, but I usually don't go for stuff quite like that. That'd be something I'd do if I had multiple contracts, but I am currently only playing one right now. So that's it for me. I am happy to be back. I'll probably post a couple Overwatch highlights on my shorts soon. Probably this weekend. That should be fun. So I hope everybody enjoys. Let me know what you did down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Um, Everything I say is not financial advice. It is just my opinion, and nothing should be taken as financial advice. Thank you, and have a good weekend, everybody.